Hello, everyone. LJ Young for DebtAintMyDaddy. How are you guys today? I hope well. I hope very well. All right, I got these gnats. Sorry, you guys. These gnats are just summertime come. These gnats be bad. Anyway, welcome to everyone, and welcome that are new to my channel. Again, my name is LJ Young, and I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker, personal finance educator, and I help people get out of debt by helping them invest in themselves, by investing in themselves first. I help people prepare people that don't know really about money. I help you prepare to understand the base. Everything starts with a base. And all you got to know is math. That's it. Anything above that, you just math. All right. Anyway, today's session is for you young adults out there. All right. I'm here to help you become financially free before you're 30. Financially free before you're 30. Now, I know most of you probably look at this video and watch me here and go, who are you? I don't see any degrees behind your name. Why should I listen to you? I want you to understand those are feelings, okay? Those are all feelings. Everything that I'm going to say to you, I can prove it with math. Anytime you start to feel some feelings uprise inside of you, just kind of notice that and notice that they're feelings. And I want you to follow the math. All right. Anything I say, just follow the math. And then if you catch yourself getting upset at the math, I want you to realize that. Catch yourself and say, why am I upset at my own math? Right. That's like asking me. That's like me asking you, hey, how do you feel about 1 + 1 = 2? How do you feel about that? Does it make you warm and fuzzy inside? Do you get angry? Are you happy? Woohoo! It's what it equals 2. And you're probably thinking, what the hell are you talking about, Linnell? Exactly. Leave your feelings out of your money. Math and money are one. The only thing that can separate math and money are feelings. Okay? Math and money are one. If it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. CNTS. Got it? All right. Now, the reason why I'm talking to you young adults is because you guys are still young enough not to have accumulated a massive amount of debt. You might think the debt you have now is a lot, but it's really not because you're young, right? And I want to steer your minds a different way because you're just out of school. And when I say just out of school, have you noticed that? Remember those math and money games that used to be in grade school? Remember those math and money games? And now they don't even play them anymore. And you wonder why? Why doesn't it go past 6th grade, 7th grade school, or whatever, right? Because that's all you need to know when it comes to your money. That's it. Just basic grade school math, all right? Now, when I say help you become financially free before 30, here is the mathematical formula that will change your life, okay? This will change your life, your financial life forever, all right? Add up all your savings, cash savings. Add up all your cash savings. Then add up all your debt, every penny. Yes, including your mortgage and your student loan. Yes, those two. That's all debt, okay? And then go savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. Real life. Now, when you see that number, you're either going to go, oh my God, wow, that is a lot. That's a large number. That's a large negative number. Or you're going to say, I don't believe it. Now, if this is you, if you are the person that says, I don't believe it, is that you? Hey, man, I don't believe it. I don't believe my own math. This is what I'm going to tell you why you don't believe it, okay? It's because you believe you own everything you finance. You probably believe you're a homeowner with a mortgage. See what I'm saying? You probably believe you could afford that car, but yet you're making payments for 72 months. See, that doesn't make sense. All right. People with money understand you never finance depreciating objects with interest. That's mathematically impossible for you to get ahead. Math and money are one. If it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. So now I'm gonna to help you grasp what I'm saying to you, because what I'm telling you, nobody will believe you, even though everything I'm saying can be proven to be true with math. That's the catch. That's the glitch in the debt matrix. You gotta, and I'm gonna give you some things that I wrote up here, and I'm only follow me mathematically. Don't try to follow me like what you've heard out in the world, the credit people and investors and all that stuff. Don't worry about all those, okay? All I want you to do is follow the math. Do not put your feelings into what I'm about to say to you, okay? All right, these are the questions. If you ask these questions of people, I want you to think to yourself, how come they believe that when they know it can be proven not to be true if I do it with math? And I'm giving you an example, okay? Why do people believe they're homeowners while having a mortgage? Now, you can just punch the numbers in your calculator on your phone and clearly understand that they couldn't have bought that house without the bank's money, to borrow the bank's money, and until the bank has paid back their money, it's not their house. I mean, it's no different than a car, furniture. They'll pick your furniture up. It's no different. A house is just a thing. It just costs more money, okay? Here's another one, all right? Why do people believe it's okay to pay on college longer than they actually went to college? That doesn't make mathematical sense. And if it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. See what I'm saying? Why do people believe? They call them forever loans and say it like it's nothing. Oh, I put them in forbearance. I don't have to pay them till I get out of school. They act like it's gonna go away or pretending like it's not there. You see what I'm saying? You got to check yourself and say, yeah, why is that? Why do people think that? Get it? It's just, see how it's, I want you to just make it click. If your feelings get into it, like, oh, the government did us wrong, they tricked us, don't worry about all that. Worry about what's going on right now. Why is that number like that? And I don't believe it to be true. Because if you don't pay it off, right, especially student loans are the worst, by the way. Those are the worst. Those are the ones you can't bankrupt. They will be with you until you are dead. And you'll be paying them with your regular checks right now, and then you'll be paying them with your retirement checks all the way until you're dead. They never go away, ever. But yet nobody is scared of having them. You know why? Because they make them seem like they're not a big deal. Or you can put them in forbearance. You can make small payments. Or you're having hardship. Sure, we can stop the payments for 6 months because the interest keeps accruing. The interest never stops accruing. You see what I'm saying? You're a slave. All right, next one. All right. Why do people think about it? You ever notice like people brag about how many credit cards they have and their credit limits on those credit cards? Why are they bragging on things that's not their money? That credit card, every time you swipe it, you're just borrowing money from the bank. So bragging on the bank's money on credit limits, it's not your money. Why do people brag? Why do people brag on credit card limits? I'll tell you why to that answer. When people do that, the only people that are impressed are the people in the debt matrix that believe in credit. That doesn't impress people with money like myself. That doesn't impress me. Why are you bragging on the bank's money? That makes no sense to me. That doesn't make mathematical sense. I want you to catch on to that. Then if you're one of those people that, yeah, you've been doing that all your life, because I was one of those people. Don't get me wrong. I was one of those people. I didn't wake up till age 40. I'm 49 now, but I didn't wake up till age 40. I was one of those people. Oh, man, I got this many credit cards. This one's got 20,000. This one's got blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Doesn't make any, it could be 300,000 a credit card. Doesn't matter. It's not your money. People in the debt matrix don't understand that. Here's another one, okay? So I want you to just grasp what I'm saying. Now, I wrote these down, okay? So now I want you to go up, especially like a doctor's office or something. Anyone you believe that is financially successful, I want you to try this on, okay? All right? When you're in their office, I want you to pay close attention to the year they graduated, because usually these type of people always have their degrees plastered on their wall, okay? Proudly, hey, look, I graduated from this college and this college and this college. I'm smart, you know? Not saying that they're not smart. I'm just saying I want you to see something, okay? And they have these degrees proudly displayed on their walls, okay? All right. And what I want you to ask them as you're talking to them, you go, hey, Are you still paying on your student loans? Now, I know it sounds like an odd question, but I'll tell you why it's not. To the general people, to the millions of people that believe it's okay to keep student loans longer than actually going to college, they'll be happy to jump on the bandwagon because have you noticed everybody likes to complain about their student loan? So they'll be more than happy to complain about it, right? Oh yeah, you know that's the big one and all this other stuff. But yet you see them have a nice house and a nice car and all this other stuff, but they've carried their student loan for 20 years. That doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. It doesn't make sense. They're broke. They don't know they're broke because they believe they own everything they finance. Get it? You see how that works? All right. But anyway, let's back to it. When you see that degree on the wall, right, I want you to pay close attention to the year they graduated. When you see and then when you ask them, do they have student loans? When they say yes, because nine times out of 10, they are going to say yes. And then think of the year we're in right now, and then look and say, damn, they graduated back in 2000. We're going on 2020. Why are they still carrying their student loans? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But yet they believe it's normal. So the facade you see of them having money, that should tell you right there that what you're seeing is a facade. Because people that make money don't do things like that. They don't pay for college longer than actually going to college. That doesn't make sense. They don't finance cars. That doesn't make sense. Why would you finance something that depreciates? Every time you start the key, it goes down in value for you, but goes up in interest for the bank. That doesn't make any sense. And I'll tell you another thing. When it goes down for you and up for the bank, guess what? It creates this gap. And guess what else they say? That fits right into gap insurance for people that don't understand that. If you're young and you understand, listen to what I'm saying. I will change your life forever. You won't have to go through none of that stuff that I went through because I didn't know. I believed everybody around, credit. You ain't nothing without credit. You ain't nobody if you don't have a high credit score. Blockety, blah, blah, blah. It's just blah, blah, blah. It's just talk. It means nothing. All you got to do is do the math and go, oh, okay. They got this. They got that house. They got that car. They got this. Wow, they're like negative $500,000 in the debt with an 850 credit score. You don't want that. You know why they got that 850 credit score? Because they're paying it. With all the interest on, they're paying with that negative debt. They're paying a ton. That credit score is not free. Young people, don't worry about that credit score. I'll teach you how to do it. I teach people how to do it, but do it the right way. Do it while your finances are in the black, not while they're in the red. Here's zero. Anything below this number, you're in the red. You're in the negative. Anything above this zero, you're in the black. You're in the positive. Just like that math in the 5th grade in grade school. Same thing. I used to get gold stars for them games. I used to love them games. I was upset as hell when they didn't keep them games going on through middle school. I was like, man, what's up with that? Like I said before, you know why? Because that's all you need to know with your money. That's it. That's it. Now I posted my credit. I usually post my credit report every month on Facebook /DebtAintMyDaddy. So you guys can see what my credit report looks like and the credit score. And this is what I'm gonna tell you. If you do my program, if you understand, your credit report will look like that one. And then when you go into business or somebody wants to borrow some money from you, you just say, hey, I want to see a credit report, just like the businesses do. You think a business will bypass the credit report process if a person comes into the bank because they're dressed nice and they got a nice car? They look like they got money. The bank don't care about that stuff. That means nothing. It's business. They're going to say, we're going to run your credit report to make sure you manage money well. That's all it is. Credit reports shows the bank how you manage money. And I promise you, when you walk in the bank, like you're getting ready to buy a house and you walk into the bank and you have the 20% down and your credit report looks like mine, the bank will know that you understand money. They will know right away that you understand money. And they better not try to offer you some FHA loan or some VA loan or some first-time home buyers program, because that would be an insult. If I walked into the bank with 20% or more down, with my credit score like the way it is, and my credit report looks like the way it does, and they say, "Oh yeah, you know what? We got this FHA loan," I would just look at them and walk out the bank and dare them to ask me why. I would turn around and say, "Hey, you're insulting me. Are you crazy? I'm already in here because I don't have the money to buy the house. You want me to just pay throughout my budget just to pretend I'm a homeowner so you can hand me the keys and say, hey, tell all my friends I'm a homeowner. The bank don't care what you call yourself. They don't. You can call yourself the homeowner. You built all the homes on the block. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. I'll give you an example. Say like you had a rental home and you had a renter in it. And the renter was telling all their family and friends that they bought that house. Would you care? As long as they're making their mortgage payments on time to you, right? You wouldn't care what they call themselves. That's how the bank feels about you and people like you that believe you're homeowners while having a mortgage. Don't ever do that. When somebody asks you, hey, am I a homeowner? You go, not yet. I'm still buying it. That's it. Just say that to yourself. Be real with yourself. Math says there only could be one homeowner, and that's the person with the title in their hand. Now, I want you to be very careful for the people that will say like this. If you say this to them, they're going to get upset or whatever, right? Just ignore all. Those are all feelings. That stuff doesn't matter, right? They're going to say, usually people that have never really truly owned a home, this is what they're going to say. Oh, you're never really going to own a home because you got to pay taxes on it for forever, right? You got to look at them and say, then why are you financing something that you're going to never own? Why are you doing that? That doesn't make sense. If it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. Young people, I hope you're hearing me. You are young enough to remember this basic math out of school. I promise you. You're young enough to say, yeah, well, how come I don't use math on my finances? Exactly. I didn't do that. I was listening to all the people in the debt matrix tell me all this nonsense. You don't know. If you don't know about money, you don't know what to listen for. You don't know how to hear it. I promise you. Do basic math on your finances. Ooh, you will hear all the jibber jabber. Oh, it's just chitter chatter. I have friends that have refinanced their home and take the money and pay cash for a car, go on a vacation, cash for a vacation, and really believe they paid cash for the vacation. I mean, I can't say this, but I just want to say to them, hey, could you pay cash for everything you're about to do if you don't refinance your home? They would have to say no. Then I would think, then why do you believe you're actually paying cash for your home after you refinance the home? Because you believe the home is yours. It's not yours. The equity in the house is not yours. When people talk, hey, this is how much equity I have in this house, you go, do you have a mortgage? If they say yes, stop listening to them. That's not their house or their equity. That's the bank's equity. When they say, oh, I'm going to pull the equity out of my house, what, at a percentage rate? If that's your money, why are you borrowing it? Number one, why are you borrowing it? And why are you paying a percentage rate on your own money? Because it's not your money. It's the bank's money. Young people, I hope you're listening. Don't get trapped up in people like my age. They ain't trying to hear none of that. They ain't trying to hear none of that. Don't be that person. Don't be those people. Be the part of the 15% of us that understand how money works. Last one. I always use this one because I want you guys to get it and understand this. Add up all your debt before you go see a financial advisor. It's going to be a large negative number. Don't worry about that. 85% of Americans are in debt. Don't worry about it. You're not alone. Stop believing that. You're not alone, okay? Take that, write down that large negative number. Bring it on a piece of paper and set it down in front of your financial advisor and say, oh, yeah, I added up all this stuff, and this is how much my debt is, right? I want you to say that to them. Most financial advisors will say something dumb like this. Oh, don't pay off the student loan. Just invest that money that you have in the bank, put it in here, put it in this investment like it's guaranteed. None of that stuff is guaranteed. None of it. Put it in here and then you get a return, and then you take from the return money and put it in. You just listen to them like this. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, do that? Okay. And then you stop them and say, hey, If this is my money right now, which is a large negative number, where is that money coming from that I'm going to invest in the stock market and all these portfolios and stuff? Where's that money coming from? And I want you to wait. Demand that answer. Demand it. Where is that money coming from if my finances are in the negative? I'm going to tell you what they're going to have to say to you. You're going to have to borrow it, which is going to add to that negative number. It's going to put you deeper in debt. Investing starts with you. Nobody else, nothing outside of you, nothing. If you don't know your money, your investing starts with you. If you don't know how much debt you're in to the exact penny, it starts with you. I know I owe nobody on earth a dime, no entity a dime. I don't owe nobody nothing, nothing. If you understand what I'm saying, again, everything I'm telling you, I can 100% prove to be true with math. Everything I'm saying. This is not a guess. If you invest in the stock market, you're crossing your fingers. Okay? You're hoping. If you look at your own debt, it's exact and accurate and 100% true. Make believe, true. Got it? If you do this now, by the time you're 30, you will be financially free and nobody around you will know how in the hell did you do it, even if you told them. Even if you told them, they won't believe you. Ain't that crazy? The questions I sent you, I mean, the questions that I said, ask somebody, I know how they're going to answer you. They're going to believe they're a homeowner. Yeah, they're paying stuff for cash after they refinance their house. They really believe they pay off cars and credit cards and all this other stuff. That's not true. They believe they have, when they refinance, they believe they got a better percentage rate, and so yet they have a lower mortgage payment. Now they're saving more money at the end of the month. They believe all that. They believe it's all nonsense. When you just punch the numbers in your calculator and say, wait a minute, if I refinance my home and do that, I'm like $50,000 more in debt. Why do I believe I have more money at the end of the month? Exactly. Exactly. I will change your life. Share this video with your friends, especially the ones that don't believe it. Last one I'm going to give you guys so you can test this out. Test this out. This is what I want you to do, all right? I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to write this on a piece of paper. But is my math right? B-U-T, is my math right? Question mark. Write that down before you ask anybody a question. But is my math right? All right? Put that on the phone and just show it to them and say, hey, look at this. Write it out or whatever you want, how you want to show it to them, right? And then they're going to look at it like it's weird. You say, before I ask you this question, I want you to see this, okay? They're going to say, okay, whatever. All right? And go, are you a homeowner? They're going to say, yep. You say you have a mortgage. Yes. Then you're not a homeowner. They're going to say, yes, I am. What are you talking about? And then you're going to go, how much is your mortgage? I mean, they're probably not going to go that detailed, but you might be a close friend. And then they tell you $100,000, $200,000. And you say, that's negative, right? Because you owe, right? They're going to say, yes. So if you had to borrow the money from the bank to buy the house, that means that's not your house until you pay the bank back all their money. They might agree with you. They still might not agree with you, right? But this is what I want you to do. I want you to say, because they might say, oh, yeah, I still believe I'm a homeowner. This is what you say. But is my math right? They're going to have to say yes. They're going to have to say yes. Or here's a better one yet, right? Have about 3 people you asking these same questions. 2 of them, you have them hold calculators and ask one of them the question. All right? And write that same message on something. But is my math right? And have them throw a couple of their debts at you, right? Hey, how much you got left on your car? How much you got left on a credit card, whatever, right? And you punch that number because those are negative. When you owe somebody, that's in the negative. Punch those in the calculator, right? And then when they're done, you say, hey, do you realize that's how much you're worth? You're worth negative thousands of dollars, right? They're still not going to believe it. They're going to be like, oh, no, I'm not. I got money. Then you go, but is my math right? And if they say, no, it's not, the two people with the calculators, they're going to look at that person like they're crazy, because these two people's calculators are going to be exactly right in the negative of thousands of dollars. They're going to say, according to our calculators, yes, you are. And this person's going to think they're not. Then that's the moment you got to say, why does this person how come this person doesn't believe they're broke, even though these two people on the side added up the same amount that we just talked about? Why do they believe that? Exactly. You see what I'm saying? If you change, and if that's you, if you change your mindset, I promise you'll be financially free for the rest of your life, because there is no going back. There's no going back. Once you understand what I'm telling you, there is no going back. You won't even accidentally go back. That doesn't happen. I'll never accidentally finance a car again. I won't do that. That'll never happen. I'll walk before I finance a car. I'll catch the bus. I will never accident. There will be no situation where I'm going to be forced to finance a car. I'm not. I'll drive a piece of crap before I do that. I won't care what anybody thinks about it. You don't care about what other people in debt matrix think anymore. Everything's a thing. It doesn't matter what they're driving. I had no idea how they're buying it. So why am I going to be impressed by the bank stuff? If it's the bank stuff, why be impressed with the bank stuff? It's the banks. That's it. I'm almost 30 minutes in. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you do enjoy it, reach out to me at DebtAintMyDaddy@gmail.com. If you want a free 15-minute consultation, I'll get you started and change your life. All right, you guys have a good one. Bye.